Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Evan and welcome back to my channel of Vanishing Evan, and today I have a pretty big thing that I've been working on for about a week now, and I'm basically giving you guys, anyone who's been looking for them, a little archive or little library of some Halo 3D models that I found online. I looked all over the place and I took all the best ones I could find and put them in a Google Drive folder for you to have. Basically, they're all free. Also, don't mind my hair and how shiny it is. I just got out of the shower not that long ago. But, yeah, let's get right into this. Oh, and just as a quick disclaimer, all these downloads, they're all technically, property of Bungie or not Microsoft, 343 Studios or whoever made them, and do not use them in any professional projects where like it's your game and you're like selling it for money, but using them for YouTube videos and stuff, and like fan animations, like I can imagine personal projects, making your own wallpapers, anything like that, perfectly fine. You're able to do that, but don't go passing these off as your own or anything, because that's I think kind of illegal. But I found these all for free online, and I just figured that I'd make these more accessible for you guys, and you really liked it when I did that with the Call of Duty models, and I plan on doing this with more games in the future. And I figured I'd just start off with Halo, because in the past I wanted to use Halo models in a like animation, and they're just kind of hard to find sometimes, so I went on a deep dive, and here's the result. Now up first, you can see two of my personal favorites, Master Chief and Arbiter, and they're two pretty high quality models. But the thing that you have to know, this applies to Arbiter and a lot of the elite models, is that you're going to have to, the armor is going to look a little funny, and after you import them into Blender, I'll actually show the process right now. Also, while I'm doing this, I should probably tell you guys how to import these models in the first place. So let me get that out of the way first. I'll put the link down in the description, but basically you're going to have to enable this add-on. One moment. Okay, you're going to have to download this thing. It's called XNALARA Mesh, and I don't know a whole lot about what these are exactly. I assume it's just another, form of importing models like an OBJ or an FBX. It's just basically another form, and Blender doesn't normally by default allow you to import these models, but they're really good because, like, I've found with these Halo models, they normally are all rigged and all textured and ready to go if you import this form of model. Some of the models in the folder do have an OBJ or FBX options, but this is by far the most effective method for properly getting the ready to go version of the model. So I'm gonna have a link down in the description for you to download. It'll take you to the site where I downloaded this from, and it should be the same version. Maybe they updated it since then, I don't know. But basically you're gonna download this, and then you're gonna go in, I don't even think that you have to unpack it or anything. You just take the downloaded file, put it somewhere where you know where it is, and then you have to go to Blender, and I have a default project open right here. You're gonna have to go to Edit, Preferences, and then Install right up here. And then you're going to have to go to where you have it located. For me, I have it on my desktop under a folder called Vid, and then you're just gonna have this right here, and you're gonna hit Install Add-on. I already have it installed, so I'm good to go. But basically, now you should be able to install, I believe, import every model in the Google Doc. They all have this kind of file format ready to go, except for, trying to think, think that all of them, maybe there's one exception. I cannot remember. The Warthog. I believe the Warthog, which I'll talk about a little bit later. That model specifically, I believe it's only an OBJ or an FBX, one of the two, probably OBJ, but pretty sure it does not have this importing style, but everything else will. So you'll have to go to File, Import after installing the add-on, and go to Import XNALR. It has this weird thing, and then you just click this, and then you go to where you downloaded the Halo models, and then 1 second, let me just figure this out. 1 second, I have them in my desktop under Halo. Where is it? Right there. Not that one. I went through a lot of files for you guys. This is, I believe, all the stuff that's going to be uploaded. These are all the final picks, the ones that I deemed good enough for what I'm doing. And let me just go to, let's just go to Arbiter. Okay, he's a good example for the elite problem. And also, when you're importing, I have found that the XPS, or like the smaller one, the one that doesn't end in ASCII, tends to work a little bit better for whatever reason. Sometimes when I had an issue importing, if I just imported the XPS, or like just the smaller version, when it gives you the two options, normally that just works better. So that's what I always do. Right there, and just import them. Okay, now it's all loaded in. We got Arbiter right here. Now something weird is going on with his armor if we go into the semi-shaded mode. Just give that a second to load. I really hope that I don't lag during this. I'm definitely not switching over to cycles right now because I'm doing this all with one laptop with no secondary laptop like capture card or anything. So, you know, but as you can see, Arbiter's armor looks really weird and really shiny, and what you need to do is you need to click on the armor, and you need to go to shading. Where is it? Shading. And all you need to do to fix this issue, and I believe that all the elites and some other models have a very similar issue, and all you need to do is unplug the environment plugin right here. If you unplug that, boom, the armor looks 110% better in Blender. I don't know if the person who originally packed and ripped these files or whatever, I don't think that he was using Blender, because if not, they wouldn't have that weird environment node that just messes everything up. But basically, now your Arbiter or Elite or whatever looks 100 times better, and he's ready to go, all rigged. All you need to do is click on the skeleton, go to pose mode, and they're ready to go, basically. And that was a weird spot, but you know, if you rotate the right bones, everything works perfectly. Even the mandibles, like little weird jaws, are ready to go for you guys. And yeah, that's basically the importing process. I believe it's the same for all the models. I'll let you know if I remember any exceptions along the way. And let's get back into the showcase, showing what is here and what you can actually get from this folder of mine. So you've seen Master Chief and Arbiter. Now I'm going to move on through the Elite models, which I'm actually really happy with. There was a pain in the ass to find any of these models, basically, and the Elites are some of the my favorites out of this whole collection. And then you have the Brutes. They're all from Halo 3, I'm pretty sure. And when you import them, they're all going to be one file, and you just import them, and basically you just what am I looking for? The armor is going to be overlapping, so you just delete the armor that you don't want, basically. And for the 3 variations, it's all overlapping. But once you delete the ones that you don't want, it's all ready to go for you, and it's pretty good. Then we have the Grunts. I like the way they came out. They're from an older Halo game, I'm pretty sure, but this last one, I don't know why, but during the render, he had white lines on him and stuff, which is kind of weird. I don't know what caused this. Maybe fiddling around with the shaders would help, or maybe it's just this specific grunt model is kind of ruined or something. I don't know. Then we have the Jackals, which I like. These last two I actually really like. They're pretty cool looking. Then a bugger at the end of here. I remember fighting them in Halo 2, and the wings look kind of off, and I didn't notice because I was working in a in the not shaded mode when I was setting the buggers up, so I didn't see that the wings looked weird. Maybe you can fiddle with that and get the, you know, the wings looking good if you want to use the bugger for whatever reason. I didn't really care. But then that is, you know, the last of the, the Covenant, you know, characters. Then moving on, we have the, 4 ODST models, different variations, you know. And then the Noble 6 characters. I actually didn't play the Halo game with the Noble 6 characters in it, so I don't know. There's 6 of them, so that's the thing. I thought that they would be a really good addition to this when I found them, so obviously I added them to the, you know, roster. And then after the Noble 6, we have 2 Spartans. I forgot their names, but they're gonna have. I'll put the names of them right up on the screen right now. I think that one of them's Fred, and the other one's Kelly, I think. I don't know. something like that. They're just two Spartans, well done models that I found online and thought that they would be good. Okay, moving on, we have a boatload of guns. Yeah, just about all of these weapons are in the same folder as the Noble 6 or Noble Team or whatever the folder's labeled. If you want the weapons, you're going to have to download the Noble 6 or Noble Team, whatever it's labeled, file from the Google Drive. Oh, and also, I can't believe that I didn't go over this in more detail. All of these files are in a Google Drive. I uploaded them myself after downloading them from various sources. All you have to do is go to the link in the description, go to my Google, it's a folder, I think it's called like Halo or something, and it has all these files ready to be downloaded for you guys, and download at your own risk. I did download these, import them all into Blender in order to make this scene showing them off, just to make sure that they all worked, and it worked fine for me. There was no like malware or anything, but as with anything on the internet, download at your own risk, you know. These should just be straight up file downloads. I don't think it'll redirect you to any sites. You can just download them straight from my Google Drive, and yeah, so it should be pretty safe. But you know, there's always that little caveat of, you know, download at your own risk, guys. Okay. Oh, and by the way, all these weapons are fully rigged, which is really nice. So like you can actually like move around different parts. I believe that the bolt on the sniper moves. You can cock the shotgun or whatever it's called. That you do, like the pump action shotgun. You can move it. Like everything mostly is movable, which is really nice, and it's all rigged and ready to go. And that's why I really liked this weapons pack so much. Moving on, we have the vehicles, which this shitty warthog that you're seeing right here. I'll slow down for you. This is one of my least favorite models here, but sadly, a warthog model, a ripped warthog model, you'd be surprised, it's actually really hard to find a good one, and which kind of sucks, you know. I really wish that I could have found a better one. This one rendered kind of funky, but hey, you work with what you got. Then we have the Mantis, which is pretty nice, you know, it came out good, you know, nothing too special. Mantis, then the Pelican, came out really good as well. And then moving over into the Covenant vehicles, we have the Ghost, and that one has some weird shading issues where it's not really an issue, it just looks really shiny. And also, if you want, when you initially download it and you look at it, the textures are going to be inverted, and you have to go into, I'll just demonstrate real quick on this Arbiter. One second, there we go. I will just demonstrate on this Arbiter. We go into object mode, and you're going to have to go to every part of the Ghost if you want to use it, and go to the shading area, and basically you have to go down to where it says blend mode, and you have to change it to alpha hashed, I believe, and then everything will, the Ghost will work a lot better. It still looks really shiny, kind of. You're gonna just have to fiddle with that as best you can with what is there, but that'll fix the, you know, inverted textures thing, which was kind of an issue. But moving on, we have the Banshees, which I really liked in the games, and these ones, when you import them, they're gonna have like the broken Banshee models overlapping, so like you're gonna have to delete the broken Banshee the broken Banshee bits. Try saying that 3 times fast. But yeah, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Just get rid of the things that look kind of weird. But then we have this. It's the last thing that I have to show off here. It's called a Lich. I was not very familiar with this vehicle to begin with, but it's pretty cool looking, and you know, it's big. I didn't change the scale of this. I actually had to change the size of this like little warehouse setup to accommodate the Lich. This thing is humongous, and it's just a Covenant vehicle of some sort. And that is what I have for you today, guys. I put a lot of effort into finding all these models for you guys and putting them all into one area. Make sure to like and subscribe. Remember, I just want to get this out of the way, is that I did not personally rip these. I just found them on the web, And credits are in the description below. There's one guy who wanted to be credited for his work. He actually did some good job, he did a really good job, you know, packing these ripped models. But also, on his DeviantArt, it says that he's retired, so I don't know how much crediting him is worth, but, you know, he had it in his thing. So I'm going to make sure to do that, and he's also credited on the Google folder. But remember, go to the folder and download the files, and then you also have to download the thing to import the meshes or whatever. I explained it thoroughly in the beginning. If you have any questions whatsoever, make sure to comment them down below. I will answer as quickly as I can, and I do answer almost all the comments on my channel. I hope that you liked this, and the next game that I'm working on for this, I believe, will be Doom Eternal. I'm gonna have lots of models from that compiled for you guys to download, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you make plenty of cool stuff with this. If you do make anything cool, I don't know, comment down below the link to the video or whatever. I'd like to see what you guys make with this if you do. And yeah, I believe that's going to be it for today's video. Like and subscribe. Adios.